Live VE, but we're not listed, so let's get over to the tubers, the old boob YouTubers, the boob tubers, and get it listed. Yes, it's early. It's early, I know, but I got to be at work earlier than anticipated, than expected. So I got to be there early this morning. So that's why I'm here on the YouTube earlier. Make it unlisted to public. There we go. We're definitely public, and we're live, L-I-V-E. Yes, it's early. Let's get some coffee and listen to some Natalie, shall we?
Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rhyme and have a cup of coffee. Let me show a little coffee house I know, where all the new bohemians go to have a cup of coffee. Greeting time, the music box is beating time. It's good old-fashioned meeting time. So grab a chair and dig me there, 'cause that's just the place that I'm at. Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing this silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee. So save me a chair, I'll see you there, 'cause that's just the place that I'm at. Coffee time, my dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's sing the silly little rhyme and have a cup of coffee. We'll have a cup of coffee, just a little bit of Java. Yeah, we'll have a cup of Joe, don't you know? 'Cause it's coffee time.
Oh, yeah. It's coffee time. It's early. It's like 30 minutes earlier than the normal coffee sipping time. And here's the old Westafolia Chronicles. A super duper happy Saturday the 29th. I do believe today is a leap day. A leap day. Yes, it is. Happy Saturday the 29th of February 2020. Yes, it's early. It's early this morning, 30 minutes earlier than normal, like I said, because I have to clock in at work 1 hour from now. So, yeah. And it looks like yours truly is going to be working like a full day all the way until 5-ish or after. So, yeah. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Oh, so interesting night last night. Of course, I live in not the best part of town, but about 3 o'clock this morning, I got woke up to sounds of poppings of guns, man. Pop, 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 pop. It sounded like it was literally across the street, So I laid there awake for a little bit and then dozed back off. So yes, it's dang, I almost lost my voice there. Yes, it is early, and so that's why I'm up here on the old YouTubes earlier than normal. So I'm sure everybody's like gonna tune in at 6:30 and be like, "Where's he at?" I'm just getting finished at 6:30. So since we're just hanging out this morning and all that jazz, let's listen to some jams, shall we? Some jams. Here's a little bit of Red Hot Chili Peppers for you fine folks. Some Charlie on this Saturday morning.
All aboard, stitching time. Get yours, got mine. In a minute, I'll be there. Sit tight, get square. You could do it if the tip is wrong. Slide back, trombone. Anybody got a TV tone? That's right. Oh no. When I pick up on that smell, pick it up and run like hell. Little woman said, "Listen, better get up on your run." Everybody do the twist. Get the message on these fists. Move around like a scientist. Lay down, get kissed. Big picture and it never lies. Big Daddy will advise. Ever ready in disguise. Sunset, sunrise. When I pick up on that smell, pick it up and run like hell. Little woman said, "Miss Sam, better get up on your run." Pick it up and run like hell. Little woman said, "Miss Son, better get up on your run." All I ever wanted to was pick it up and run with you. Slip into a summer spell. Double up and run like hell. Shaking me, tell my story. Charlie's making me, Charlie's making me smile. Love, my heart, your skin is love on me. We don't arrive without a surprise. You're right, I'm wrong, we belong. Intimate side is coming to life. My heart, your skin is love on me.
Peppers for your Saturday morning, man. Little Charlie. The name of that song was Charlie by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yes, yes. I know, it's early. I didn't know I was going to have to clock in at 7 o'clock this morning until I got done at work last night. We got done like around 6:30-ish, something like that. So, yeah. Yeah, man. And then, of course, after I got done at work, I came here, kind of chillaxed a little bit, and then went and helped out at the little dispensary I live at until 9 o'clock last night, and they shut down. Yep. But today is the last day of inventory, and they're going to really push us hard. As soon as I get done this evening, my plan is to go to my mom's so I can at least, have Sunday dinner and lunch with my mom and hang out with her and all that jazz. But a week from today, next weekend, I might have something a little different planned. A little different. We shall see how the week pans out, and we'll go from there. Yes. Because I will give you guys a little hint. I have taken next Friday off. Next Friday. But we will have coffee talk next Friday. No worries about that. We'll have coffee talk from this old VW bus and all that jazz. So also that means, wow, for that coffee talk, it might be just a little later than the normal 6:30 a.m. time slot, because since I took off that Friday, that means I will be able to sleep in just a little bit and all that groovy jazz, because, Fridays are the day after Blunt Jams. So the day after Blunt Jams, I'm still jamming a little bit. Not much, but still jamming. I'm just like, whoa. So, yeah. But we shall see how the week pans out. I might be going to Tulsa to visit an old friend. Yeah. And if I do that, I'll be checking out the Outsiders House Museum and a spot that I've been wanting to check out. It's called the Center of the Universe. Very interesting. We shall check that out. Oh, man. It is definitely earlier than normal. About this time, usually about this time, I'm kind of sometimes waking back up. I've had a little bit of the same type of pattern. I'll wake up, of course, around 5:30ish, so I can at least give my mom a call and wish her good morning, all that jazz. And then sometimes, after I flip the coffee maker on, I'll doze back off for 25-30 minutes, and then I'll get up and start my day. And sometimes, my 6:15 alarm goes off. That's my late alarm, because I got to clock in at 7:30, but I usually clock in at 7:15, an hour. So I make sure I have an alarm set an hour before I have to go to work, just in case. But on the norm, if I'm catching a little extra Z's, I am sleeping in. And I'm just now waking up. Oh, it was definitely early, man. So we're just, jamming out, to some groovy groovy tunes. Groovy tunes. Let's listen to some more groovy tunes, shall we? I think we shall. I think we should take it way back to the 70s, man. You know, way back to the 70s. I know a very special viewer out there who would definitely totally dig this jam. Here's a little bit of Ram Jam, Black Betty.
The damn thing gone blind. Bam-a-lam, I said, oh, Black Betty. Bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty. Bam-a-lam. She really gets me high. Bam-a-lam, you know that's no lie. Bam-a-lam, she's so rock steady. Bam-a-lam, and she's always ready. Bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty. Bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty. Bam-a-lam. Get it. She makes me sing, Bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty, Bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty, Bam-a-lam,
Little Black Betty. I Ram Jam this morning. I don't know, man. It's just early. I know it's early. It's not normal, my normal time. And not my normal time. But, you know, we're just hanging out this morning. I got to go to work, you know, around a little after 6:30ish sometime. Sometime I got to make like a tree. I'm going to say around the 6:40ish mark, 40 minutes after the hour. I got to make like a tree and split because I got to go to work, man. I got to clock in early. It's going to be a super duper long day today, like super duper long. It's like, because we're kind of behind on inventory. We're not behind like San Antonio behind. That's for show. That's for show. let me tell you about that, man. They're going to be doing. They started their inventory in February, the 1st of February, like we did. But their warehouse is so big, and their warehouse is so brand new because this is their first year. They're going to be doing inventory all the way up until April. I'm like, woo! Sucks to be them, man. Xander, man, you just missed, man, you just missed some Ram Jams, Black Betty. I just played some Black Betty Ram Jams, so you might have to do the rewind. Be kind and rewind and check that out, man. Yeah, I got to go to work this morning. Inventory, we have to, wrap it up today. So the old boss is gonna be cracking that whip, like smack daddy. Oh yeah, all is swell, well, and groovy, man. All is swell every day, swell, well, and groovy, man. I'm just enjoying some Jack Herrera this morning from my wakey coffee session. I guess a lot of folks call it wake and bake. It's kind of a funky term, because I don't feel baked. That's the last thing I feel throughout the day is baked. I guess if I was the one to feel wake and baked, I'd probably hit in a hard hybrid, like an indica dominant hybrid or a strong indica. If I want to feel baked, I would be starting my day with some Granddaddy Purps right there. Some Granddaddy Purps. Yep. Oh my gosh. But nope. I'm starting it out with some Jack right there. Some old Black Betty. Black Betty brought the Xander out for us, right? So yes, as you can see, I'm just waking up, enjoying my coffee. We're just listening to jams this morning, Just that's what we're doing. It's like Saturday morning is completely different than the norm. So oh yeah. Well, they some platinum cake. That's groovy. Hey, groovy. They had some really nice flavors that I've had before. They had some Shalemons. They've had the tangerine or the lemon meringue. They've had some really nice sativa flavors. That is a little bit higher in THC. I do believe this was testing at a little over 20% THC. The other ones were testing like around 24-25%. But I like this. I like Jack Herrera. It's a great way to start out the day. Great energy. It has, a nice legs on it. Has some legs, what I call legs. Kind of stays around for a while. A nice lifting calm down, I guess you can call it. You don't get that sleepiness. Some sativas are a hybrid, like have a little bit of a sleepiness at the end after you eat or something. Definitely not Jack Herrera. No. And of course, my Saturday mornings, consist, if I'm having to work on a Saturday morning, it's something special. I definitely don't have to go out and drive a big old box and truck on a Saturday morning, which, it's cool. So I get to have me some coffee and Jack Herrera. Sorry. You can tell it's some good stuff, man. So yeah, So we're gonna fix ourselves up a little bit more Jack Herrera. Here, I'll get some more coffee. Because I just finished my first bowl on my first cup of coffee. Finished my first bowl of Jack Herrera. We're gonna cruise on to the second bowl of Jack Herrera. We're gonna stick old Nomadic Dave over there and Buddha right there. Get the old trustworthy. Gotta have a disc and a grinder. A proper disc golfer always has essentials going on right there. So All right, let's get some Jack Herrera into the situation. Oh yeah. UFO. Stoner, hold on. I got to get Stoner's theme, man. Usually I have this all keyed up, but it's Saturday morning. So, good morning, Stoner.
Smoke weed every day.
One more time for Stoner.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh, yeah. See? Yeah. Okay, so Jack Herrera. Let's get the second bowl of Jack Herrera going. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm far from baked. But baked. I'm far from baked, but baked. Anywho, sativas are a great way to start your day. I highly suggest sativas for folks who enjoy coffee. A lot of folks cannot handle sativas because they kind of give some people anxiety, which is understandable. So, yeah. I would, if they give you anxiety, I would highly suggest like a indica dominant hybrid, like a Blue Dream for your morningness. If you drink coffee and strong sativas give you anxiety, yeah, a nice hybrid. If you don't drink coffee, more likely you want to probably stay away from sativas, because they are definitely known to give certain folks a little bit of anxiety. So, Jack Herrera, get a second bowl of Jack Herrera going on here. Oh yeah. There we go. Jack Herrera. All right. I'll catch up with the Colemans here in a minute. I've been getting me into some more Jack Herrera. Ready to go here. Let's put Nomadic Dave back and old Buddha back and all that jazz. And let's get some jams, man. Let's get some jams and we're just hanging out, man. Let's get some old jams. I won't crank it up too loud so we can yip yap. All right. Okay. I was catching up on your comments. For me, I test for the high test. That's crazy you just said that. So, that's what I was... A little Cypress Hill, man, this morning, Yeah, I test for the high test, dude. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Who likes... They all like the high test. It definitely passes the high test. Exactly, Xander. CBD strains, very great for for anxiety. If you have natural anxiety over stuff, CBD is the way to do it. I highly suggest CBD high strains, just basically to cure, and that's what it will do, cure any of that. Thanks for bringing that my attention my way, Xander. I do appreciate that. The planet wants to approach it. Forward motion, make us sway like the ocean. The herb is more than just a powerful potion. What's that commotion, yo? I'm not joking around. But yeah, man, I don't know, I hear a lot of people, when I smoke, Jack Herrera or any of the strong sativas, they just don't, some people don't even like Blue Dream because it gives them anxiety. So, it happens. It's not a bad thing. But for coffee drinkers, it doesn't give me anxiety. But speaking of anxiety, okay, I'll tell you my first time I ever got high, so high. I hate to call it that, man. It's like, get medicated. But back then, it wasn't calling getting medicated. You was wanting to totally get stoned, get ripped, get cadoodled. But the first time I ever got cadoodled, first time ever, I was 16 years old. And I do not condone underage herb smoking, but I was 16 years old the first time I tried cannabis. And I'm pretty sure it was probably a cannabis sativa. But instead of taking the bus home, let me backtrack. At homeroom the previous day, your local homeroom pothead was in school that day. Just happened to be in school that day. His name was Craig. Brother Craig. Anywho, your local pothead was there that day. It was like a Tuesday, and I was like, hey man, I know this sounds weird, and you probably look at me, I'm some sort of a, yuppie, freshman. I was like, hey, can you give me $10 worth of pot? And he looked at me kind of crazy. He goes, why, you got $10 on you? I was like, yeah. He goes, well, give it to me and I'll bring it to you tomorrow. I was like, I knew I was probably getting ripped off. So I went ahead and gave him the $10 because I already opened my mouth about it. Figuring he might, tell the teacher I was asking him about it if I didn't give him $10. So I figured, I'm done in trouble, or I'm done been ripped off. Well, next day in homeroom, Lord be home, old stoner, Brother Craig, Stony, shows up, gives me a bag of pot. Like to me, it looked like a big fat bag of pot. It was like 3 fat nuggies. Unbeknownst to me, it was Northern California, finest grown Northern California smoke. But, anywho, instead of riding the bus that day, I went and asked my friend Jesse. I was like, hey, Jesse. He had a pipe. I was like, man, I got this stuff. He smelled it. He goes, man, that's good. So I walked home with Jesse because Jesse smoked. He was in my grade. And, we smoked in an orange orchard for my first time. And I got so cadoodled that I could not find my way out of the orange orchard. Obviously, Jesse knew how to get out, but it was a total maze to me because he lived on the outskirts of this big, massive orange orchard. So we went to his house. Obviously, his mom could tell, we were cadoodled, and so his mom drove me home. Well, also at the time, I was a paper boy. Imagine that, you're a paper boy. First time cadoodled in my life. And I'm out delivering newspapers, man. I was so silly. I thought I was in the video game Paperboy. There used to be a video game Paperboy way back in the 80s that Nintendo came out. It was for the Nintendo. And I literally thought I was in the Paperboy. Funeral hostess with the mostest. Good morning, brother man. Hope all is well. It's all totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Yes, this is an early coffee talk. I started at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm getting ready to say my goodbyes because I got to go to work. I got to clock in at 7 this morning. But yeah, it's very good morning, brother man. Hope all is swell well. Totally hip and groovy with each and every one of my friends this morning. I'm sorry if I haven't send you some grooviness and hoped all is swell well and groovy. I get yip yap and I sometimes forget. But there's the story of the first time yours truly got completely cadoodled ever. Southern California, 16 years old. My goodness, I didn't try cannabis again till after I graduated high school. I was 19 the next time I tried cannabis, and I kind of never looked back. So the reason I started, I tried cannabis again was I was just in the midst of a breakup with a girlfriend, and a lady friend of mine said, you know, because I like to drink booze back in the day when I was young. It was not cool. I do not condone underage drinking. But she's like, well, instead of going out and drinking some beer, why don't you and I go out back and smoke a bowl? Her name was Dawn McEnany. I'll never forget her. So, yeah, that's the story. All right, getting the weekends off. That's groovy. This is a special Saturday coffee talk. I usually don't do coffee talk on Saturdays. I gotta go to work. You know, all that jazz. Of course, you can catch me every Thursday evening, 8:30 p.m. here in the Midwest Central Time Zone. That'll be 6:30, 6:15, 6:30-ish p.m. over on the West Coast, 9:30 p.m. over on the East Coast. Everything else in between. So. We're getting close to that time. You know, of course, this is a Sunday, or a Saturday, not Sunday. So Sunday. Saturday, fun deal. Fun coffee talk here in my neck of the woods. Hope you guys are enjoying it. It's completely different. It's not the norm coffee talk, obviously. So, yeah, I'm going to send us out with some positive stuff. You know? You know, I'd like to always send out on a positive note, you know. Not to be serious, but I'm being serious right now. Yes, I do like to send everybody out on a positive note. Like I said, Saturday morning coffees are just a little different. Just a little different than normal. Usually I send you guys out some Grateful Dead, sometimes some Allman Brothers. This morning, I'm choosing some Cottonmouth Kings to send us out. I do appreciate Stoner for hanging out. I do. Funeral hostess with the mostest. Xander for hanging out with me this morning. You know, it's always a pleasure to have each and every one of you guys hanging out. You know, my disc golf friends, my stoner friends, my friends. So here's a little positive vibes to you beautiful people. That's the name of the song by the Cottonmouth Kings.
We need some positive vibes for these rainy days. Let the sun come out and keep pushing these clouds away. We need some positive vibes. Life's full of so cold up there. Let the sunlight in, brighten up your day. Let the vibes flow like the ocean breeze. Mama always told me there'd be days like these. Keep your head right, just do as you please. Don't ever interfere with an evil man's speech. Keep your heart pure, conceive your own dreams. Respect the fellow man, the earth and the trees. There that we read to the high smell. Big truth from your soul to your mouth when no need to get loud. Messing with others, stressing your brothers. Start to recover, trying to choose another path you see. Cause the road most showers negativity. Put your fist down, throw your hands in the air. Respect yourself, be somebody who cares. Don't let life get you down, don't feel abused. Keep a positive view until you self-be. We need some positive vibes for these rainy days. Let the sun come out, keep pushing these clouds away. We need some positive vibes. Life's full of fun, so go ahead. Let the sunlight in, brighten up your day.
Every day's a new adventure, got to keep it you got. Living life in the studio, bustle rhymes in my socks. I got to keep my head up and always do what I feel. Avoiding all the evil, that's keeping it real. All these situations I keep hearing about. People dying in planes and buildings crumbling down. This world goes round for no apparent reason. People robbing and thieving just to feel good for the evening. Rapping everybody's peace and love. Throw your drinks in the sky, raise your hands up above. Get your head out the gutter and be respectful. We need some positive vibes for these rainy days, so let it go.
these clouds away. We need some positive vibes. Life will fall so cold like hay. Let the sunlight in, brighten up your day.
It's time to lead this rat race. Track down Babylon. Keep my head straight, keep my family moving on. Find my own place, create my own space. Detach my whole seed from this wicked rat race. These two-faced friends, the snakes in the grass. Daddy always told me never be men like that. So watch your own back, keep your eye on your stats. Don't ever write a check that after you finish.
Some positive vibes for these rainy days. Let the sun come out, keep these clouds away. We need some positive vibes. Life won't fall so cold like hay. Let the sunlight in, brighten up your day. We need some positive vibes for these rainy days. Let the sun come out, keep these clouds away. We need some positive vibes. Life won't fall so cold like hay. Let the sunlight all we have is positive.
Such a great song. Cottonmouth Kings. Positive vibes. To send you guys out on this most excellent Saturday. Leap year day. Don't even exist right now. So enjoy this non-existence day that only comes once in a while. You know, cosmically, you know, whateverly. It's a weird day. I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I will see you guys on Tuesday. Tuesday for some coffee right here from this old VW bus. Have a most awesome day. Peace. Oh, as always, be kind to one. I cannot forget to send you guys out with the right words, you know. Be kind to one another. Love one another. Be grateful for every single moment and moments of the day. Because we don't know, man. I've enjoyed these moments with you guys. Peace, love, and Volkswagen grease. Vlogcast